Okay, so if you notice the instructions here say to write as an expression that doesn't involve a fraction. So basically what ends up happening is you have to get rid of the denominator. And so there are some techniques to get rid of the denominator. The first one that we're going to look at is to multiply by something. Can somebody guess what we're going to multiply by?
Whatever
Not the
1 plus
reciprocal.
cosine x equals.
We're going to multiply by the conjugate. Okay?
By what?
The conjugate. And so the conjugate here is going to be 1 minus cosine x. Now the thing is, when you multiply, you have to multiply both the numerator and denominator. You can't just multiply one, because otherwise you're altering the problem. And so you have to multiply both the top and the bottom. Now in doing this, I'm multiplying by 1.
Why would you take it times negative?
Okay? And so, because we're multiplying by the conjugate. So now what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to distribute. So you're going to take 1 times 1 minus cosine x. And when I take 1 times that, what do I get?
1 minus cosine x.
You get 1 minus cosine x. Now on the bottom, since they're conjugates, you only have to multiply the first and the last. So when I multiply the first, I get 1. When I multiply the last, I get negative cosine squared x.
Oh.
So now, that is, what were you going to say?
Equivalent to sine squared.
That is equivalent to sine squared x. So I end up having 1 minus cosine x over sine squared x. So now what I need to do is I need to simplify that. So ideas is how I can simplify that. Sine.
1 minus cosine. Oh, 1 over sine is
Okay, so this simplifies as being 1 over sine squared x minus cosine x over sine squared x. Call that the bunny ears, because what you've done is you've divided each individual term by that.
so the first fraction equals secant squared.
So the first fraction
Or
equals cosecant squared, yes. Now the next fraction, it's like, oh, what does that equal? So this is what you do, because you had some of this on your homework. I think this was like number 34.
Yeah.
Okay, how you can split this up? Okay, you can split this up as cosine over sine times 1 over sine. Cosine over sine times 1 minus sine, or 1 over sine. So now what is this? Cotangent.
Wow. Is that the answer?
Now,
No, it's not good.
what you could do, okay, is notice each of them has a cosecant. So if you take a cosecant out, you end up getting cosecant x minus cotangent x.
Can we just leave the top one?
Okay, this is actually more simplified.
Do we have to do that?
Yep.
Rats.
I don't get
That's
it.
weird.
All we did is each of those has a cosecant, so we took it out. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go and look at another one. Okay, now real quick, this one is not going to be like the other problem. We're not going to multiply by 1 plus sine over 1 plus sine. Can somebody guess why not? Because what is cosine squared? What is cosine squared equivalent to? 1 minus sine squared, right?
Yes.
So that equals 1 minus sine squared. And what good does that do?
Absolutely nothing, because it's not more than.
Now we can multiply.
Now you can do what?
Divide.
So you don't have to put a
Whatever.
squared on the bottom.
Do something.
Nope, the bottom one is not squared. 1 minus sine squared. Do you remember from yesterday? I wonder if I've still got that up on the board. Oh, I do. On the number 6 has 2 solutions, so go on the board. I want you to look at the second solution, the blue to green step, because that's what we're going to do here. What did I do from the blue to green step on the second way to solve problem 6?
Oh, you took out a sign from the top.
Factored it out.
So, yeah, factored it. So what is the top going to factor to be?
Sign minus 1, sign plus 1.
1 minus sign and 1 plus sign. Reason being, those are the difference of 2 squares.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 1 is a perfect square, sign is a perfect square. So now all you have to do is cancel out your 1 minus signs, and your answer is 1 plus sine x.
Wow, that is just simple as you.
Now, if you didn't recognize that and you multiply by 1 plus sine over 1 plus sine, you could get there. It's just going to take you a lot longer. Okay, so you could eventually get there. You probably got another 2 or 3 steps. So this is what you need to do. You've got to add about 5 more problems to your homework. You already from yesterday, you should already have 32 and 34. Okay, so that should be from yesterday. Now you have 38, 39, 41, 42, 44, and 45. So that's what you need to do for me for Tuesday. So on Tuesday, this is what has to be done. Okay, on Tuesday, the book assignment has to be done. Your worksheet has to be done. So for Tuesday, that is the plan. Now on Tuesday, we're moving on to section 5.2.